Today we're making my favorite cookie. This is my lemon cookie recipe and you're going to lose your mind. It's so like soft and perfectly pillowy, delicious with a crispy crunch of lemon glaze on top. It's amazing and you're gonna die. Hey, you're watching Preppy Kitchen, where I, John Cannell, teach you how to make delicious homemade dishes to share with your family and friends. These lemon cookies aren't gonna eat themselves, so let's get started. First off is a somewhat optional step, but it really makes the cookie. I'm gonna add my sugars and lemon zest right into the food processor and pulse, pulse, pulse. This will really release all the oils and the zest and give you a beautiful lemony cookie. You're infusing all that sugar with lemon oil. It's gonna be amazing. 1/4 cup or 50 grams of light brown sugar, packed. And then I actually ran out of regular sugar, so I'm using the last bit I have with sugar cubes. These are for my cocktails. It's perfect old fashioned. Click up here for that recipe if you're so inclined. 1/2 cup or 100 grams. And now it's time to zest 2 lemons. It's about 3 tablespoons, but like garlic, I always add like as much lemon as possible. I'm a lemon fiend. It's the Greek in me. So zest, zest, zest. If you don't have a food processor, that's okay. You can use same ingredients, the sugar and the lemons, zest the lemon, mince it up, and then really like mash it up in a bag with the sugar. These are my current favorite cookies. And the shocking thing is that Brian likes them too. I'm literally just making them because I've been craving these cookies. Any excuse. A microplane, by the way, is such an essential kitchen tool. It is very versatile and all kinds of zesting, grating, nutmeg, stuff like that. I'll put a link in the description box for the one I like to use. It's really sharp. Okay, close that up and let's pulse, pulse, pulse. It's gonna take some extra pulsing because of those sugar cubes, but I'm patient. All right, this gets set aside. I wish you could smell it. It is just delightful. Okay, set it aside, and now on to the rest of the stuff. Now that we zested our lemons, we can give them a cut and juice them up. We'll be using this lemon juice without the seeds for both the cookie and the glaze. The glaze is optional, but it is so nice to have that crunch of the lemon sugar glaze on top of this soft, like, just amazing lemon cookie. So any extra lemon juice can be used for my favorite drink, lemon water or a lemon drop. Those are 2 different things. Into a large bowl, I'm sifting 240 grams or 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of baking soda for leavening, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. The cornstarch is gonna give us kind of like a bit of a cakier cookie, and it's not gonna be flat, it's gonna be like raised up. It's gonna be delicious. Okay, sift it out, whisk it up. And now we can set it aside and go on to our butter sugar combo. Now we're gonna cream the butter and sugar together, so you can either use an electric hand mixer with a large bowl or your stand mixer with a paddle attachment. Add in 113 grams or 1/2 cup of unsalted room temperature butter. You can add in all that delicious infused sugar. You could have creamed the butter a bit first, but it's okay. Just mix it up until it's light and fluffy. All right, let's scrape the bowl down really quickly. And we're gonna mix in 1 egg. Okay. After you scrape it down, mix in 1 egg. Now 2 tablespoons of that fresh lemon juice. Again, we're gonna scrape it down because we're adding in a lot of very liquidy things to a relatively thick butter mixture. And finally, 1 tablespoon of lemon extract or lemon paste. That butter, sugar, egg situation is totally incorporated now, and you have one option. If you want to have a yellow lemon cookie, you can add in some yellow lemon food coloring, or I mean, even some turmeric if you wanted to go for the kind of not dye, but still colored situation. I like mine totally natural colored, so I'm gonna skip that step. But a lot of people want a lemon cookie that's yellow, so that's your option right now. All right, next we're gonna dump in the dry ingredients. So mix in the flour nice and slow until almost totally combined. In fact, you can take a beat and just scrape the bowl down because there's a lot of nonsense happening down there. Almost combined. Now we're gonna finish it off by hand. On any kind of a mixture where you want to have like a cakey consistency, I really prefer just finishing it off by hand. I have total control of the batter, and once it's done, it's done. I'm not gonna like walk away. It's not gonna overmix, and I don't have to worry about having any kind of like a chewy, bready situation happening. So just use your spatula or wooden spoon and fold in any of the dry mixture that's left. There's a little bit hanging out on the bottom. Okay, that's good. I just kind of like patted it around a bit. Don't mind me, I'm just putting a little drizzle of lemon juice on top to kind of like make sure the dough doesn't get dry at all. You can just cover it in plastic, but I'm actually gonna cover it with the top that comes with this. You could bake these up right now. Don't do that. You can leave it in the fridge for like half an hour. I'm gonna go for about an hour or two. You can make these overnight. You can keep the dough in the fridge for like a couple days, just like bake them off as you want them. But chill the dough. It'll really help you get a nice cookie that doesn't spread out as much, and it also gives the flavors a little bit of time to kind of mix together and settle in. Into the fridge. My dough chilled for like 2 hours. I was doing other stuff. I was busy. So it's ready to scoop out, roughly 2 tablespoon size pieces, and you are gonna have to restrain yourself because this dough is like so good. So delicious, I can't even tell you. All right, so roll the balls out. That's how I roll. I love being a dad, so I could just do this with impunity. Okay, they'll spread a bit, so give them some room to breathe, like 2 inches or so. All rolled out, and the recipe yielded 14 cookies, kind of a random number, but delicious nonetheless. They'll bake at 350 for 10 minutes, and let's let them cool down. While they bake, we're gonna make our glaze. This glaze is so good and so easy. It's like not even a recipe. You just take about a cup of powdered sugar. It's kind of like how much glaze do you want to put on? You can dip the cookies completely. I'm gonna give them a nice drizzle. And now I have my fresh lemon juice left over. We're gonna add like 2 tablespoons to get started. This is so funny because it turns into like nothing. You're like, oh, what is this? It's ruined. But then you just keep whisking, 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 whisking. That's all you want. You just want like a nice drizzling consistency. So this looks pretty good to me. So it's 1 cup and 2 tablespoons, but you can make more. You could make it thinner and more lemony if you want. It's totally up to you. I love this because what's gonna happen is the glaze will set and dry. So the cookies are like soft and amazing, and I normally hate soft cookies. This is like a total exception for me. But the glaze is crispy and crunchy after it sets. That's gonna be so good. Okay, set this aside. I will warn you that the glaze will kind of like dry out pretty quickly. So by the time the cookies are done, although that worked out perfectly, by the time they're cool enough, you might want to have to like just mix it up, maybe add in a couple drops more of lemon juice. Let's check on those cookies. Out of the oven, just let them cool down a bit before you transfer them to that wire rack. It's hard, but in the meantime, you can bake the second batch. These are cool enough to touch and handle, so that means it's time for glaze. Just pop them onto a wire rack. I mean, you don't have to pop them onto a wire rack, but let's do it anyway. I'm gonna switch these out, so off you go. That didn't fall. And now we can drizzle this over. Give it a quick mix. Check the consistency out one last time and make sure you're happy with it. You could transfer the glaze to a piping bag, but this is totally gonna be fine with just the whisk. Just nice, glorious drizzles. And if you wanted to wait for all the cookies to be done, totally do that. I'm a bit impatient. I want to bite immediately. This is gonna be so good, and I love the natural lemon color too. Remember, you could make a bigger batch of glaze and then just dunk the cookies in them. That's delicious too. I am so excited for this. This is like my special treat. I better like snarf them down before anyone else comes over. But if you like this recipe, check out my cookie playlist. All my other cookies that are so good. Any kind of cookie you can want is in that playlist. All right, time for a bite. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, these cookies are so good. You've gotta try them. They're like lemon amazing, perfection, perfection, perfection. If you like this recipe, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.